Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the week of September 9th. If we haven't met, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my cult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards life you want. If you have a situation you want me to take a look at, you'll find information on how to get a private reading below. And if you want to learn how to read tarot like I do, you'll find information on my introductory tarot course below. I'll be doing 5-card open readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the Dark Mansion Tarot with Dangling Jade, the Universal Rider-Waite-Smith with Green Aventurine, and the Tarot of Symbolic Worth with Aquamarine. We also have 4 different Oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which Oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one. And as always, you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find timestamps below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. Alright, Group 1, let's see what we have for you for this week. Okay. What is this? This is 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups. It'd be funny if it was the 8 of Cups, but no, we have the Page of Wands reversed. This is the Hanged Man. In the middle we have Judgment, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Magician. Okay, so I guess we're testing pyramid placement. This should be decently placed within the shot for you. It might be a tad low, but what's low for a deck that's this size? Yeah, all right, I'll see you right now. Group 1, the good news is I knew immediately what this message was, like within seconds of pausing the recording. The bad news is this is something I say all the time, and I know that there are all sorts of objections that people throw up when I say things like this. If you have regular exposure to me in any other context than these YouTube videos, there's a good chance you've heard me encourage someone to start before they're ready, or to not wait for the perfect time to do stuff. And given that the Page of Wands is the only reverse card in this entire reading, and that the Magician is at the bottom of the deck underpinning everything upright, and given like all the other cards in this reading, that's pretty clear that this is what this reading is. And I have the feeling that the start before you're ready part is happening despite you. With the Judgment card, Judgment, I often read it as a wake-up call, which implies that it's a call coming from outside. So there's probably, it's like being pushed off of a cliff. I just had a flashback of a story my brother told me when he bungee jumped. I think he only did it once, and the instructor said, "Okay, on 3," and he pushed him off the ledge before reaching 3. I don't remember if the instructor counted at all, but it's the on 3 and then pushing the person before they're ready. And, as evidenced by the tone of my voice, my brother is very much alive, and, he made it. And sometimes when you get pushed off a cliff before you think that you're ready, it's kind of there that you realize that you've been cutting yourself short, or at least potentially, But with the major arcana cards present here being, Judgment and Hanged Man, plus obviously the Magician underpinning everything, that is giving me strong indications that it's really a question of perspective, and that you actually are ready, and maybe you're cutting yourself short. Maybe what is blocking or glitching or delaying this Page of Wands energy here is self-doubt, almost certainly. And it's reinforced by the 7 of Cups here, the indecision cups, the indecision card. Obviously, I'm going to tell you to just pick a cup, but I think just pick a cup here is the notion that anything you do right now would be a good step towards where you want to go. And I think that the key to unlocking this is this 6 of Cups here. I think that there are past successes that you might be able to look back on that are relevant to the situation that is, being played, this angel in the background here playing the saxophone. Let me just get it closer to the camera, because these are very detailed cards, and they're also very small. It's kind of an unfortunate combination, but yeah, I just wanted to emphasize what I meant by Judgment call. There is an angel playing a saxophone in the background here. And where was I going with this? Oh yeah, Yeah, there's probably a success in the past that you can rely on that is relevant to whatever situation is represented by the Judgment card here, which is what I was saying before I got distracted. And yeah, I think that that is the unlock for you. But honestly, I have the feeling that even if you can think of the exact thing, because like if you're watching this, if you've literally never succeeded at anything in your entire life and you're watching this, like I'm really sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I'm glad you found it here, and I'm sure you'll get your first success ever at anything. I mean, you turned on the device that you are. Oh, maybe someone else did. You met the person who turned on the device for you and persuaded them, so that's a success. But regardless, even if you have a success that you don't think is relevant to the situation, this reading is an invitation to think twice. Are you sure it's not relevant? Because maybe it is. Maybe that thing that you did in the past is what makes you the perfect person for this situation. It's just that you've never done it before. That's a mic drop. I'm going to end the reading there. If you like this reading, please give this video a like. And you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, group 2, let's see what we have for you for this week. This is going to be the first real test of pyramid placement, but the orientation seems nice. So I have the 6 of Cups reverse. Okay. Don't panic. I know what was I going to say? People are really happy to see the 5 of Swords, which is why I said don't panic. This should be decent for you, something like that. Oh, wow. It's a little crooked, but it'll do. All right, I'll see you right now. All right, group 2, this is a very interesting mix of energy. I think that the crux of this whole thing, or at least the challenge or question to ponder this week, is one of deciding what from your past that you take with you and what from your past that you leave behind you. I think that's the message, because this row is all upright. The reverse cards here are the 5, the fighting card and the nostalgia card, you know, and they're both in reverse. So that's a pretty clear indication of what the balance that the 2 of Coins is hinting at is. And it's difficult for me to give advice for this. Like, I want to give the generic trust yourself, and it definitely holds here. But I think that actually I'm gonna pause a bit to see if there's something more juicy that I can come up with. Give me a sec. All right, here's the challenge that that I was facing, to the point where I felt the urge to pause the recording. Because this is a collective reading. A lot of y'all are in a lot of different situations, and, you know, sifting through one's past is an individual process that one guy on YouTube, it's difficult for me to give much things that are concrete, you know, and applicable to one person without screwing over another person who needs to hear the exact opposite. But there's one thing that I will point out that I realize here in the while looking at these cards, because I called the 6 of cards the nostalgia card and the fights card, right? But look at the middle card. It's the Page of Wands. It's the earthy part of fire. And the funny part about that is, if you just consider the wands element, the fire, fire and water don't mix well together, and yet one would naturally feel drawn to the 6 of Cups, right? And on the other hand, fire and air work very well together, and one would feel drawn away from the 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. So what I'm getting to is that there might be some things that you want to let go of that are best held on to for a little bit, that might actually help you to channel or manifest what it is that you want to manifest and get the clarity that you seek. And there are other things that you might be holding on to because addiction is an oversimplification, but it's a good enough broad stroke to kind of cover what I'm trying to say. Some things in the past are held like hoarders, you know? I was recently watching a video who used hoarders as an example. I haven't watched hoarders in a while, but I do remember this when the cleanup crew shows up to the hoarder's house and takes shit out. There's actual regret and pain at in the hoarder's face when, you know, the moldy ass thing that was in the corner of a room that they haven't seen in years gets thrown in a dumpster, you know, and there might be some of that involved. So basically, try not to be so black and white when distinguishing, you know, what from your past deserves, you know, to still be with you and what is best left behind, because that might be some of what is playing into this. But just remember that, you know, you've done the work to reach this point. That's the message of the magician with the four elements here on the table in front of him. And yeah, I think that just know that you're at the beginning of the journey, but that you're ready. Yeah. If you like this reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, group 3, let's see what we have for you for this week. The Two of Wands flipped over while I was shuffling for you pretty blatantly. I don't know if it means anything or not. It would be, if it shows up in the reading too, I'll pay extra attention to that. And it didn't. Nope. All right, so let me just, this should be pretty good. Something like that. Ooh, this is not good. There we go. That's gonna drive me crazy. And I'm not even looking at the viewfinder. If you couldn't tell. Yeah, that's close enough. All right, I'll see you right now. This is another one of these readings that's gonna be difficult for me to pick apart because there's a lot of, like, it's a very strong 1 foot on the gas, 1 foot on the brake energy with this reading, because like the pips are all, you know, the dynamic phallic suits, wands and swords, but they're even, so there's a stability to that. And also all the characters are either seated or in suspended animation or in cold storage, you know. Han Solo in the Corbinite, I think it was, that he was frozen in. Anyway, yeah, and the first thing that leapt out to me before getting into the breakdown of all of this was that we have double eights here. So there is, and again, the double eights, which was the first thing that I noticed, made me think, oh, a lot of movement. And then I looked at the actual characters who are kind of just sitting there. So this might be, I would say that the practical message in this is that there is an opportunity for victory, but it's an opportunity that you're going to have to actually act on. I think that the warning of inaction is pretty blatant in just the choice of the characters that are you know, portrayed in this spread. And I don't think that it's worth, like, I don't think there would be enough value add to actually break down like who is what in this card. I think that no matter what your contribution to this victory is, to, you know, really move forward and take things to another level, so to speak, no matter whether what you have to contribute is, you know, the control and structure that you provide, or the knowledge and you know, theories that you know about, or the different perspective that you bring, I think that whatever it is that you contribute, there's an opportunity this week to put it to good use in a way that would really move things forward for you. So I would invite you to be on the lookout for those, and to just be on the lookout that, like, being stagnant would be the risk for you. So, you know, don't do anything actually stupid, but If you notice an opportunity and you kind of know what your role is to do or what you should do right now, I would encourage you this week to lean into that and to get up off your ass, or, you know, cut yourself loose from whatever it is that you feel tethered to go do it with your unique perspective. Yeah, that's a mic drop. If you like this reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump ahead a couple seconds if you don't want to watch me pick up your reading. All right, I broke out the channeling package for this. Archetype, Egyptian god, angel, animal. That's what these four decks in combination mean to me. This should be pretty good. All right, Group A, your archetype is the victim. I should be able to read this. The light attribute is prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. That's nice. Shadow attributes, playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity, inability to maintain personal boundaries. So here's the thing, given that this is a collective reading, I think that there are people squarely in either one of those two categories. So, geez, it's the people that are making me physically facepalm right now because I'm not sure how to get through to them are the ones who just got called out for playing the victim here. Actually, I'm gonna take a moment. All right, since I'm not sure how many of it is, I'll just really acknowledge that you know, a boundary involves saying no to things, and it also involves saying yes to things. You really have to be discerning of the opportunities that you let in, and also be acknowledging of other people's boundaries and their right to say the same thing. I'm obviously talking to the light attribute. To the shadow attribute people, the people who like playing victim, here's all I got. Whatever you think that you get from playing the victim, it's not money being deposited into your bank account, it's credit card debt. You might get the cool thing that you want, but there's a hidden price that you will pay later that might fuck you over. So try to be mindful of that, like actual money versus credit card debt. Yeah, for Group B, your Egyptian god is Ptah with skill. This is really cool. Given the readings that I gave, I think that this is either an invitation to practice a skill or learn the skill that you might need to navigate the week, or to lean on the skill that you already have, which might be what is the most useful thing for you to bring to the table. And I think that depending on the reading that I gave you, it should be pretty clear to you which one that is. Group C, your card is Zadkiel, the Angel of Mercy. Gonna stare at this card for a moment. All right, as is usually the case with this deck, I'm gonna lean more into the illustration than the name of the angel here. But one thing that I will point out is that the sword is not at the ready. The angel is holding a sword, but it's not at the ready, so that might be something. But what I was really going into is the wearing many hats aspect of this angel. This angel has 4 arms. Each arm is holding a different thing, this kind of like half a scale looking thing. I think that it is an invitation for you to dig into your bag of tricks, or to dig into your toolkit, and to be ready to be as adaptable as you can this week. And also, yeah, one of the weapons that you might need is a sword. Don't lash out at people, but it is, you know, do no harm but take no shit, that libertarians say. Yeah, that kind of thing. Group D, your animal is the beaver spirit. Lay a solid foundation. Wow, this is one of these, that's one of those sentences that it's difficult for me to elaborate. What I will say is, don't give yourself goals for this week that are so high that you lose sight of the next step for you right now. I just thought, I know I've used this metaphor before. In American football, sometimes when the quarterback will throw to an open receiver, and the receiver is like right next to the goal line, or only has a couple yards left to go in and is wide open, and drops the ball because the receiver is already thinking about running and scoring the touchdown before having actually caught the ball. And yeah, to really don't let the goal that you are going after distract you from the step that is in front of you right now. And it's looking for a lot of you that there are some foundations to be either reinforced or built or leaned on, or to just keep in scope that this is the beginning of the process, and that you can go much further later. Yeah, that's a good note to end on. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give this video a like. I hope y'all have a great week. Take care. I'll see you soon.